Dear students, today's video is on IELTS writing. It is a video on a table chart. Every alternate Fridays, I make videos on charts. Last week, I had made a video on bar chart, which you can see on my channel, Excellence, the Ideal Class. Now, coming to today's video, which is on a table chart, and first let us see the question. The table chart shows the population of men and women in some states at a particular period. Write a report. The chart is showing 7 states from A to G, and there is population of males and females shown in percentage, and then their total population in numbers. In IELTS, we write our graphs in 20 minutes in 3 to 4 paras in 150 to 170 words, and we have to write a report on them. Report means we have to write the main features and the main comparisons. Now I give you some time to copy this question on a paper with you, so that when you are reading the sample answer, you have the question with you and you will understand the answer in a better way. Now coming to the sample answer. In the first paragraph, we always write the introduction, what the chart is showing, and that too in our own language. Like I have written, the table chart provided illustrates, which means shows, the population distribution of 7 states, gender-wise, because it said males and females, at a specific time period. Whenever you get a chart, please see the whole chart very carefully, because when you understand the chart and see what it is showing, what all is written down, it can help you to make a better introduction. You can take some time to read this introduction. Now, let us see the sample answer. First, what I have written. As per the table chart, men outnumbered women in total population. There were 3 states that were male-dominated ones, which were G, F and B, where their ratio in G and F was almost triple to that of the women. Further in B, it was 6% more. Now, why I have written this? Whenever you get charts of this type that are comparing men with women, your report will be more clear. There will be more clear comparisons if in one paragraph you write where men were more and women were less, and in the next paragraph where women were more and men were less, or vice versa. There will be more clarity and more clear comparisons. And also, it is very important that when you are writing, to plan your sentences and language very carefully. Like here, only in 3 sentences, I have written so many important features. And when you are writing features, it is important to mention the data as well. If you don't want to break the continuity of your sentence, you can always put the data in the bracket. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph. Now you will see the next or the third paragraph. First, let us see what I have written and then why I have written it. Moving to the states with greater proportion of females, especially C, in which it was exactly twofold of the men, then there can be seen 6% and 3% more women in D and E. Lastly, the state with the minimum gender difference, A had 13% females and 11% males. So in this paragraph, we have written those states that had greater proportion of females. And whenever you change paragraphs, it is very important that you select your language very carefully that connects both the paragraphs, like these words, moving to the states with greater proportion of females. And also, when you are writing, please when you are writing, try avoid using the same type of sentence structure. Like in this paragraph, again and again we had to write females were more and males were less. But look at the three sentences, they are very different. Moving to the states with greater proportion of females, especially C, in which it was exactly twofold of the men. The next sentence is written with a different structure. Then there can be seen 6% and 3% more women in D and E. Lastly, the state with the minimum gender difference, A had 13% females and 11% males. All these sentences mean the same thing. More women, less men, but the structures are different. So there is a lot of planning that goes into IELTS writing, which sometimes students are not told and they make mistakes. And listen carefully what I said. Avoid using same sentence structures, not words. You can use the words again. There is no harm in that. Now you can take some time to read this paragraph. Now coming to the last paragraph, which is the overall. In this paragraph, we always write the key features, the things that strike your mind the moment you see the chart. First, let us see what we have written and then why we have written it. Overall, although male population was higher than female population in total, in state-wise distribution, the latter had a greater proportion. Latter means second out of the two things mentioned in the previously, that is females. Also, state F had the maximum male and E had the maximum female population, while the case was opposite in C and G. So, this is the main point of the graph, that in total there were more males, but in state-wise, 4 states were dominated by females. And then we have written the second key feature, the states that had more males and more females and that had less males and females. This point was also important. So we have written it in the last paragraph. You can take some time to read this paragraph. And see the last sentence. While the case was opposite in C and G. Sometimes in less words also we can say a lot. So again, there is a lot of planning and thinking that goes when you are doing your writing, whether it is writing a graph or writing an essay. Students, writing IELTS graphs is very easy. The only thing is that you need right guidance so that you understand what the task is and what has to be done. And in case you want to develop good writing skills to help you not only in your IELTS exam but later on as well, you can join my class, subscribe my channel, Excellence the Ideal Class, or you can even follow me on Facebook and Instagram. And another important thing that I want to tell you, that whenever you are reading something, try to understand it as well, because reading without understanding is eating without digesting, and there is no use reading if you are not trying to understand what you are reading. it is not going to help you at all. So, if reading does not help you to develop your thinking, your ideas, your language, then it means that what you are reading, you are not following the right technique. Because the most important advantage of reading is that it helps in developing thinking and the thought process of the people. I hope that you find this video useful and informative and have got some clarity that how you should write your charts, the things that you should take care of and things that you should avoid. All the very best for your exam preparation.